Hi guys! I'm gonna do a question and answer video because I thought it would be a cool idea or something and I was kind of feeling bored. So I went around and asked Facebook and a forum that I kind of frequent, maybe not so much, but anyways, and they gave me some questions so I can start. I'm gonna have Naneki and Misery asking me these questions. So, here we go. First of all, Rico asks, Saiyu, are you a skunk or a kitty? Okay, yeah, start off with something easy. Saiyu is actually part skunk and part cat, so what I call her is SkunKitty. Like, you know, the K goes into the itty, or the, yeah, anyway. Iara Warrior Feather from the forums I used to frequent more often asked, what made you decide to have your species? Good question, Iara. One of my favorite animals has always been a cat, and for some reason I just started liking skunks, and I looked up more and more on like the descriptions of skunks and how they act and who they are, and for some reason it kind of sounded a bit like me. But being part skunk and part cat, you know, I wasn't like born with scent glands, or else I would use them more often to some people who deserve it. Sub-Zerus from the forum asks, how did you discover the fandom? So, how did I discover the fandom? I want to say about 10 years ago, a friend kind of asked me to draw Umbreon and Flareon together, but they didn't want it in the sense of, you know, the actual Pokemon. They wanted it to be anthropomorphic, so I kind of, you know, never really heard of that word before, and I went searching about that, and I found out more about furries, and I just got into them that way, I guess. It was kind of by accident, but also that I've kind of always felt like a furry, if you want to believe that. Bagale Holler from the same forum asks, what's your favorite part of the fandom? My favorite part of the fandom is the people, I guess. Not just the furry people, but the actual people. I mean, you know, going around about my own business, not just in conventions, but like outside this place, and having people smile, whether it be good or bad smile, I don't care, as long as it's a smile. I can make someone's day, you know, however they want to take it. And that makes my day, so that's my favorite part. Rocket T Coyote wants to know, what percentage of your character is skunk? I may look maybe more skunk, I don't know. I used to look way more skunk than I do now, but I would say the percentage of me actually being skunk is maybe about 35%, and the rest of the way I'm cat, because the way I am and the way I've almost always been has been cat. Feline-like, I guess you could say. Jacko asks, how many suits have you made so far, and what were they? I mean, I didn't really want to go onto my website and count how many fursuits I have made, but I know I can easily say I've made over 10 fursuits, and probably I've made maybe 5 or more fursuits for myself, my husband, and my niece once. So there's that more to add on to that. My fursuits, the species that I have made, have ranged from an actual skunk. I've done lots of Dutch Angel Dragons. I've done canines, even My Little Ponies. I've yet to do a bird. I've kind of always wanted to do a bird for some reason. I don't know why. I think I like the feather idea or something. But yeah, as you can tell, Naneki kind of has feathers on her face, but that she's not a bird. she's just a Dutchie. Bond Main Wolfus from Facebook asked, so why a SkunKitty? I know Yara kind of asked the same type of question, but could you try to make it a little different? Okay, I'll try try to make it different. Well, it fits me, and I don't feel weird being a skunk kitty. What I mean by that is, like, I've had a bat suit before, and I wore her around a convention once. She was half spotted bat and half skunk, and I don't know, I didn't really feel like that was me. I mean, that was way later after I actually picked my persona being a skunk kitty, and, you know, I've made Nizuri and I've made Naneki, and I feel pretty confident with those two characters as well. But yeah, that's the simple reason about me being a skunk kitty, is it fits me. It fits my personality with both types of animals. I'm okay with that. Axe the Circle from Facebook asks, when did you join the fandom and how? So, when did I join the fandom? I have to say I was about maybe 16-ish years old when I finally found out about all the furries and anthropomorphics and all that. So, yeah, I've already kind of told you the story about how a friend asked me to draw the Flareon and Umbreon together, and so that was about how. I guess I can say that DeviantArt has brought more of a light to me being a furry, because that's where I first saw, you know, furries when I was trying to look them up and learn about them. And I got to say, my very, very first furry was a fox. One reason is because I thought if you were a furry, you'd kind of had to be a fox or maybe a wolf. And I wanted to be a fox, I guess. But, you know, drawing her out and then trying to see what everything was about with furries and whatnot, and then just randomly drawing a skunk one day, I'm like, no, I'm a skunk, that's me. Also, Hashira from the same forum had a lot of questions to ask, so I'll be asking them that as well. Like 1, what is your biggest dreams in life? Hi! Where'd you come from? Anyway, what are my biggest dreams in life? That's kind of a hard question. I've never really had dreams or goals or anything like that. But I suppose one thing I can say is that I would like to move out of this house. It's pretty small, and, you know, with having a baby, he's gonna grow up and he wants to run around more and mess with things, and this house, like I said, is small, so that's one of my biggest dreams. The other is, when I actually do move out, I would actually like to get a pet skunk for myself and take care of her or him like I would my other babies. Hashira wants to know, number 2, what is your favorite thing about yourself? What about your body? The favorite thing about myself, I'm going to separate that into 2 questions since it kind of is 2 questions. But the thing about myself is I'm very kind, I guess. I don't like to see other people having a bad day. I like to see them smile. So I guess that's kind of me. As for the second part of this question, what's the favorite part about my body? I would have to say that I love my tail. My tail is pretty big and fluffy, and I just like to, you know, huggle it, squeeze it sometimes. Yeah, there's that. 3. What do you feel that your sense of style says about you? As for my sense of style, I'm not sure if that really means style of clothing or what exactly, but I'm gonna take it as clothing because why not? As for a sense of clothes, I feel that my style might say, as for what I was called in middle school and high school, gothic, but I do not really want to represent goth because I do not feel that way. I just really like the clothing, I like the zippers and the pockets and the black. And I also wear lots of anime shirts, so that also says that I am a really big fan of anime, because I am, and video games. Although I don't play video games much anymore, I still really enjoy them, especially if my now husband plays them in front of me and I can kind of enjoy them that way. So there's that too. Number 4. What is one thing you wish you knew when you were younger? Not doing the one thing I wish I knew when I was younger. 5. What is your Myers Briggs personality type? And do you feel it's true? What is my Myers Briggs personality? Actually, I think I'm gonna make another video of this so I can more concentrate on answering it. So I'll see you in another video about that. Number 6. What is a major change in this world that you wish you could see today? I just wish everyone was kinder and more accepting. I mean, we're kind of getting to a place compared to like 50 years back or so, but it's really moving at a slow pace, and some things seem to be getting worse or just flip-flopping, and it doesn't make any sense. So I just wish people would be more kind and accepting of each other. And that's one thing I wish I could see, you know? Just think of how the world would change if that were just one thing. 7. What is your favorite word? My favorite word? I don't know. One of the top contenders I can say would probably be the word squishy. I don't know. I like how it sounds, you know, squishy. Has a ring to it. And it's just fun to say. I don't really get to say it all that much, you know. But yeah, it's something. Number 8. When you feel down, what is one thing you can do to cheer up or let it all out? Well, when I feel down, my husband usually tries to suggest me going downtown in fursuit and just walking around, because of the people that I get hugs or giggles or laughs or stares at or random pictures. It all makes me happy. So he knows me best, and sometimes I try to say no to it when I know maybe I shouldn't, because he's probably right about that. So yeah, that's one thing I do to feel better. And another thing, if I let it all out, then I usually just let it all out. I don't really want to bring my husband into it, so I try to cry in the bathroom alone. And yes, that's depressing, but that's another thing that I do, especially if it's nighttime. So 9. What song do you feel that you would nail at karaoke? I'm not sure what song I could actually nail at karaoke, but I do really love singing, and I could probably do a really good job on like a lot of songs. Like, you know, we're gonna go back and say like the Spice Girls, or one of the Pink songs from Pink, Avril Lavigne, probably one of the Linkin Park songs. There's a lot that I feel I could do a really good job at. It's not really for me to decide if I could nail it or not. That'd be up to whoever is sitting by me, because, you know, some people think they're a really awesome singer and they know all the lyrics, but they're not really an awesome singer. Number 10, the last question I get to read off. What could you do with a small loan of $1 million? Oh my gosh. I would like to start up a sanctuary, you know. I mean, not just for endangered animals, but even for strays. Maybe kind of like a pet shelter that has no kill, or try to do as much as we can to get the no kill. I know there are a lot of places out there, like sanctuaries or no-kill shelters and all that, but we always need more, you know. 11. Moshpit, Rave, or neither? If I actually had to pick between one of those two, I would say Rave. I mean, answering this question completely, it's neither. But if I had to pick, I would pick Rave, because I do like dancing. I do not like getting shoved and bounced upon and all that. I have seen it done, and my brother has actually been to a mosh pit and kind of got battered once. So I'm not into any of that. I like the glow sticks and all the stuff that happens in a rave, but I'd rather just dance alone off to the side or something. As for the last question I get to read off, is it pronounced Jif or Jif? Gif or Gif? Gif or Gif, Jif or Jif? Well, didn't the creator say it was Jif? And he's the creator, right? So he can't be wrong. So, of course, I always say Jif, although I know it makes sense to be more GIF, because if you take the T off of the gift, the word gift, then it comes to GIF. But there are other words like that that kind of have the same meaning or the same way of spelling, but you say it differently. I don't know. It's not weird. But yeah, I say Jif. As for the final question of this video, and the final question that Hasha asked, what is one instrument that you wish you could play? The one instrument I wish I could play would be my piano. I mean, Suzaika played it a few times, but I don't know. I wish I had more time to, you know, learn how to play the piano, learn every key and what they mean, and make music with that, because I really do enjoy the piano, even if I don't really get to play it. Ever since I was young, I've more had a liking towards pianos more than any other instrument, so that's the one I would like to learn how to play more. So, yeah. Thank you all for the questions. I really appreciated them, and I really had fun answering them all for you guys. If you have any other questions, you can leave them down in the comment box below or whatever, and maybe I could do another video later with more questions, because I like questions. Bye!